Welcome. This is the video I said I would make regarding what we did on Friday, and I'm going to do a little bit of a shorty here. What we're going to do is just cover basic stuff on how to start your course up, how to put staff information in, how to make an announcement, course documents, and we're going to add a file. I'll add a PowerPoint, or you can do a PDF or a document, whatever you like. And a URL or a website you want to click, have a student click on it and go directly to the website to see the video. If you want to add a video, I'll show you how to do that and how to do a journal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over, whoops, wrong click. There we go. I'm already in a particular shell here. I'm in my introductory psychology shell that I taught in the fall. And if you want to make the course available, the first thing you need to do is go right to Customize. Now, you only make your course available when you're ready to make it be visible for all your students. And if you're working on it, then don't touch this. But when you're all done and ready to show them, Customization, go to Properties. Number 2 will automatically be at No. And what you just need to do is click Yes. And when you've clicked Yes and Submit, that course is now visible for all the participants in the course. Alright, let's jump ahead to staff info. Now, I will already have created my contact here. You just need to click on Create a Contact. It'll give you a bunch of fields to fill, and you indicate Mr. or Miss if you want that in there, King or Queen. Put your name in, your last name, and your email that you want students to contact. This will become a clickable email, so with whatever computer they're at, they click on that, the email client that is on that computer will come up and they can send an email. Put in a phone number if you so wish that they can be in touch with you, an office location, office hours, any additional notes that you want the students to either know about you or in your availability. And you need to make this profile available. If you're going to make it available, you just click here, go yes, otherwise no. You can add an image, a picture of you, or an avatar, a sort of a cartoon picture of you if you want, or if you have a personal website that you want them to link to at some point in the course. And then you would click Submit. Now I'm going to cancel because I already have one in this particular one, but that's all you need to do. And then if there's something in what you see here that is wrong, the chevrons are always your options. You can edit it, it'll take you back to your original screen here and you can make changes in it, or you can delete it. Okay, let's go to an announcement. Announcements are fairly straightforward. You can either click on Create Announcement, type in whatever you want to say here for your topic. I'll either put in a full one line that just says, the files for week 2 are now posted in week 2 folder. I just put that across there. They can then read that and know to go to week 2 and it'll be there. You can put whatever other information or announcement related to that you want to put. Sometimes what I'll do is if I'll say something is available, I'll give them some explanation, like for example an online test. I'll remind them when the online test is, and we'll give them information about when it'll be open, when it'll be closed, how much time they'll have, and etc. Now here you can put this option if you want no date restrictions, so as soon as you submit it, it goes up and it stays there for the length of the semester. A lot of times you may just want things date restricted, so you want to click these two buttons as well, so it'll know what you want it to do. Find the date on the calendar that you want the announcement to be showing. Whoops. And specify what time do you want that video to be available, or that announcement to be available. And you do the same then for display until. What is the date in which you want that announcement to disappear for them? You'll still see it, but it'll disappear for their view. And again, you put the calendar time or calendar date and the time. Now one thing you can do is you can click this and it'll send it to all the students who are in your Blackboard shell to their Georgian email. That is sometimes very helpful. Not every student will check their Georgian email very often, so it's still not, ignorance is not a defense. Sending it there is still a responsibility to check. It's the one email that we have for them, so it's not a bad idea. Okay, cancel. you would go select or submit, and that would put the new announcement up there. Now again, see, every announcement has a chevron that you can go back in and edit, or you can delete. These chevrons are very helpful. Okay, let's go to course documents. Now, in course documents, I fill my course documents with week-by-week folders. You do that by building content, in which case what I would do is I would build a folder, content folder right there. You click on here, and you make whatever, you call it what you want. You color it the way you like. You can put, whoops, other information. Sometimes I'll put in a folder saying resources, and in the description here I'll write down what resources they'll find in that folder. Now this won't always be set on, but if it isn't, click yes that you want the viewers to view this folder. If you want to track their use, you click yes, I want to track the use. And then you click here to put the dates you want it displayed. So you want it displayed particularly on the date in which you've created it, and you state a date, either the end of the semester or for a limited time, and then you would submit. Now my tendency is to create folders by the week. I'll include, in this case, a specific folder for resources, and right through to week 14. So I'm just going to click open week 14. What you'll see in here is a journal, and I'll show you how to create that in a minute, and a link to a URL to TED Talks, and by clicking here they get access to it, and they view it, and then they go into their journal and they record. Now I've set the journal to be private, therefore it's only they and I that see the journal, but journals can be made more public to the rest of the class or to groups. So let's build content. We're going to build an item, so we're going to put in a PowerPoint, and I click on that. I indicate, well, I'm putting in a PowerPoint. Now you might title this Chapter 1, Chapter 2, or you might title it by learning content, theories of psychology. I'm just doing it as a test. You may type whatever you want in here to give explanation or clarification to what's been posted. And then you go over here, and you can either, if you've got your resources in a course already and you want to transfer them over, you do go there. But normally we have them on our computer. So we click Browse My Computer, and I'm going to use that Georgian PowerPoint that I mentioned that I had before. But I could select, I go into my Fall 2012, I go to Introduction to Psychology. I have it outlined fairly similarly. I go down and say we'll take here, and I see a PowerPoint that I want there. And I say open. Now it's right there. It's saying that creating a link to this file, and I can say I want it in the middle or not. I don't care where it is. And if I don't want to attach it, I can click here. I want them to see it. I want to track the number of views. And I want it displayed for a day. Come on. There we go. But let's say I want it for a few more days. I want it to go until Christmas. So we'll say Christmas. All right. Submit that. And it takes a moment because it's reading the file, it's grabbing the file, and it's bringing into Blackboard. And there it is. There's the video that I want, or sorry, the PowerPoint that I want. These are the times that it's available. It has it up there. It's not available. It will be on the 18th at the end of the day, and it'll go to the 29th. It's also saying, sorry, to the 25th, that the statistic tracking is now on. It's enabled. So now if they click the PowerPoint, sorry, I didn't click it the way no. But yes, I'm going to do this. It'll open it up. I'm sorry, I did that all wrong for you, but nonetheless, there it is. That's what they would have to do. What I've done frequently is I will set it up so that it's viewed in the window. Let's see if I can do that from here. I'm going into Edit, and let's see if I had to do this. I'm going to say that, but that's not what I had in mind. All right, we'll carry on. and see if it made a difference. No. It might be more, oh, it's Firefox that's doing that, my bad. Internet Explorer won't do that, and if I turn that feature off in my browser that I'm using is Firefox, then this would open up right in Blackboard. Alright, so if I decided later I don't want that, I've made a mistake, I can scroll down here and I can delete it. I'm also able to move it to another folder by clicking Move, and it'll give me some options as to where do I want to move it. Now if I wanted to put in an audio file, it's the same process as I've done doing an item. It would ask you to put in an audio and make the audio playable in that folder. You could do it for an image, a video, and we're going to just do quickly a web link here. You'd put the name, we'll say Georgian College. The URL would be www. Oh, we got that one, but I'm going to say Georgian college.ca. Now I can put other information here to explain what I want them to do with that website, or any other details. I can grab the website from my computer if I have a document with websites in it, or I tend not to need that. It's already linked by putting that title in the way I did. I want it viewed. I don't want it opened into a new window. I'd like it open right in Blackboard. But if you want it to open a new window, just click yes. Track number of views, if you want to, you check yes. Set the times. Again, it's usually wise, rather than leaving things for the entire semester, to pick a time frame. We'll leave that for now. And submit. A valid... Oh. Oh, I know, sorry, my bad. Let's put the HTTP : and //. Let's try that. There. So now when we click on this, there's the Georgian College website. And then all they need to do to source back is go to week 14 up here. And we're back. Now if I wanted to put a video right in, you go down to video, you can put a video in that way, or if it's a YouTube video or a video that you've made and posted on YouTube, you can go to grab a YouTube video. Either way is acceptable. Now I often use this because I've created a web page where I can do that. Here's my YouTube channel, and I post my videos here, and then I can grab them very easily into Blackboard that way. So if I put in Steve Miller's psychological disorders, I have a few, and I go search, it should find my video. It's gone to my website or my YouTube channel and found it. And then I would say, yes, that's the one, I'll select it. And there it is. Now I can change the color if I want. Do I want it viewed as a thumbnail? Or one of my options here, I could link to with a particular player, or embed the video. If I embed the video, it just means it's going right into Blackboard. If I use it as a thumbnail, it doesn't take up as much space. I don't care whether or not I show the URL. It's already, I can do that, and they can go to it again and again, but it's already in Blackboard. I'll show the YouTube information. I want them to see it. This is the same deal here. Alright, and I'm going to submit it. Now you could click the preview button, but there's the video, and if they click it, it shows up in a thumb view that they can watch. Okay, this is now chapter 13, psychological disorders. There I go. Alright, so we close out of that. And so putting up videos is actually much easier than it used to be. You used to have to gather an awful lot of code. This is an awful lot better. Now, the last thing I'll show is putting in a journal. You put in your tests this way, and I'll show that later. We have tools here, so if you're going to create a discussion board or a blog or a journal, wiki, create groups. Some of these other tools, chat, I don't find too useful, although some teachers do use that as a way of real-time connection with students who are not necessarily with them. You set time frames for which chat is available, but we'll do a journal. Now, in this particular shell, I've already got a journal, so it's asking if I want to link it to this journal. I'm going to say no. Let's create a link to a journal right here. We're going to create a new one down here. And we'll call this new one. Whoops. There we go, new one. I would put whatever I want into here to clarify what I want them to do. Make it available, yes. We'll do this, and we're going to make it available ASAP. So we're going to say, what time is it now? It's almost 3 o'clock, so I'm going to put it on at 2:30. And we'll go for a day. Now, this I can create to, do I want to index them on a monthly basis, all the entries, or on a weekly? Now, because I was doing weekly journals, I had them put to a weekly. Now I can allow users to edit and delete entries. I can allow users to delete comments, and I can permit course users to view journals. Now, in this instance, you sort of set this the way you want. If you are making them private, then you don't want them to permit all the users to view the journals. This is if you're going to create a journal where you want everybody to reflect on a specific topic, but you want everybody to be able to see everybody's entries. You can make it a grading. If you're going to click grading, you put in how many points. So maybe it's 10 points. This will show up in your gradebook. This indicates that a student who has done their journal entry, it's ready to mark. And you can do that after every entry or select a number. You can add a rubrics if you want to help them understand what it is that they're doing. So if you've created one, you select it and it'll take you to where you can select it from your files, or you can create one in Blackboard itself. Alright, so we're going to go submit. Okay, now it says a new one. Now I want to link my created journal. Remember, I'm still in creating a journal. I'm going to link it to a journal. That one. I'm going to go next. It's going to say, do you want any details in it? When do you want it available? I'm going to track the views. I'm going to make it available today. And I'll make it available until then. Submit. Now when I scroll down a little further, there's my journal. If I click it, it takes me to the journal. There's the instructions that I gave. Then the student just needs to click create a journal entry. They title it my response. Type in their response. Don't you just love how good I type? They can, if they want, browse their computer for the document that they created to respond to that journal, and they can post the document instead. Otherwise, they just click Post. Now, I can go in and comment on their response by clicking Comment and create a comment, and then I add it. Alright, cancel. Now you notice there's the response. Okay, and then I can click on that. It takes me to their response. Now there you will have a number of responses down here of all the students who created entry, and they'll have this little number or little symbol beside it to indicate that it needs marking. Now, in the ones that I've done where I've not included grading, they are being marked, but they're not being marked and put into gradebook directly from here. There's not a very tight criteria. I've maybe indicated that I want genuine, honest responses and well thought out reflections. So you're allowed to have an opinion, but you need to think through your entry. And so I give 5 marks for that and 3 marks for a short, probably fairly decent reflection, and 1 mark for a line that someone has just tried to quickly do something. And then I go into Blackboard and import those numbers. In fact, once you create an element of grading even, it'll show up here. Let me just go, I'll show you one of the journals. Just bear with me in regards to there, Intro to Psych. There's 302 entries there, but what you'll see is everybody's name. Those that this student dropped out. This student's he's just trying to add some too late, and this student had more than she needed. But if I go to and I won't click on one. Well, I'll click on the one that here. If I were to mark the, well, she's not a good example. I'd have to go to, well, I'll do it. Just bear with me, and I can edit grade here. And by doing that, I change the mark there. I can add feedback if I want, any notes about the grading I want, and then save the grade, and it changes the grade, and it changes it in Blackboard format. That's what happens when you click it's a graded journal. Okay, that's all I'm going to do in this video. I'll do a second video on archiving and gradebook and doing a test. Great, thank you.